Joining us now is a man who I assume has seen, he's probably asked to be in it, and when he retires, will probably be in whatever the next one is. Mm-hmm. An action hero that plays football for a living. Obviously, we have seen him recover from strenuous workouts out in the middle of a fucking log cabin in the middle of Wisconsin by actually dipping himself in a frozen lake. This guy's chiseled, he's ripped, former MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, absolute superstar, now a member of the Arizona Cardinals. But today, he'll be hosting the pre-match and that analyzing.
Yep.
Almost gave an analyze. I was having such a good build-up there, I didn't want to ruin it, but I guess we kind of did. Oh, well, he'll be better than me at this. Ladies and gentlemen, J.J. Watt! What are you doing, man?
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Hey, it's an honor to have you. Obviously, Wheels Up has paid for you to be a part of this, the match thing. I mean, I've never seen a more perfectly placed. But I did not expect that. I appreciate the hell out of you for joining us. Very busy. You're hosting the pre-show and you're an analyst for the match. Are you walking on the course? What should we expect here today, you think?
No, I'm sitting right next to Chuck. So hopefully going to just throw it down with Chuck, and we're going to two guys with terrible golf games analyzing professional athletes' golf games. It's just going to be a beautiful thing, Pat.
Have you been doing your research? Because there's been a lot of shit talk. I mean, Tom Brady's been burying Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron's kind of gone after Patrick Mahomes a little bit. The young guys have shot back at the older guys. The older guys, I think, are going to be a bit more savage. Have you been doing your research? Are you going to be talking shit, or are you lifting the boys up, you think, during the whole thing?
I have been doing my research. I think the shots have been fired pretty hot and heavy early. I'm very interested to see what's left in the tank in terms of shots. I mean, on one hand, it's difficult. I don't have a Super Bowl. These guys, 3 of them got Super Bowls. Very difficult to talk shit when 3 guys got Super Bowls, you don't have one. But I know that, so I'll Eminem myself right out of the gate. I'll 8-mile myself, and I'm going to tell them, listen, I don't have a Super Bowl. I get it. I haven't been past the second round. I get it. I've been hurt. Got it. All 3 out of the way. And now I start taking shots at your old asses, and Josh couldn't beat me in the playoffs. So there we go.
This is going to be magical, I can already tell. And I think AJ is about to fire in with more shit talk question. He implored Josh Allen to explore the space in the shit talk to Aaron Rodgers, I believe, because Aaron will be ready. AJ, your thoughts for J.J. Watt and what the shit talk will be today, pal?
Well, I think that the talk is going to be amazing. It's going to be we'll see how serious it gets. But JJ, I wanted to ask you, are you there for 2 reasons? One, obviously to host the show and to make great content, but I feel like you may be there in case like a protester tries to glue their head to the green or something. You got to take somebody out, like maybe a heckler comes under the ropes. Are you going to really jack somebody up if they step out of line?
Can you plant that? Can you plant one for us? That would be the best ratings of all time.
I'll see what I can do.
He does at Tahoe all the time. I mean, he does it at Tahoe.
I mean, you're Rodgers insider. You got to give me something to go with here. You got to give me something to poke the bear, something to get him riled up, or I need something.
Good, AJ?
Man, that's a good. There's a lot of different avenues you can take with Aaron. I guess it depends on how he's playing. If he's playing great, he's going to come back at you a bunch. If he's playing terrible, that's when it's going to be fun TV to see you stay like jovial and keep coming back at him and see how much he responds.
Oh, you think he's going to be? You think he's going to get pissed?
Oh, is there any way, like, if their team starts playing bad, do you think there will be any chirping back and forth, like him and Tom? Do you think there's anything there?
Ooh, I hope so. That would be. You need to play it up. You should do that if they're playing bad. Be like, hey, come on, Aaron. Tom's not carrying his weight. What's going on here, man? And try to get him going.
Well, you do know last year, hey, Tom and Aaron were the conversation of who's going to win the MVP, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now they're teammates.
Oh, I mean, Aaron took my MVP in 2014, so I'm definitely bringing that
up. I'm getting the official titling here. J.J. Watt will host the Bleacher Report app's Hot Seat Press Conference at 2.0, presented by Capital One, which will precede the live event coverage simulcast on TNT, True TV, and Headline News.
Okay.
Ooh. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, Dahn, sub in the match.
Okay, let's go.
Beginning at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. How is the golf game? I've seen you out in Arizona. It feels like the entire family is golfing every day out there. It's beautiful.
Pat, I shot a 89 the other day and was thrilled. And then this past weekend, I shot a 118. So we are all over the map.
That's golf, JJ. That's golf. You know what
Been practicing. You're getting ready for Tahoe. How's the game?
Well, I tweaked my knee, JJ. I was wearing Air Forces on cement, taking little swings off the mat into the net, and twisted on the left knee, tweaked it. This thing's been swollen for 2 weeks, JJ. So I haven't really been able to get any work done, but I do have some fresh J's that are golf shoes that look great out there. I think that's really all I got.
Are you wearing jorts in Tahoe, or how are we doing it?
Well, that's interesting because I think I got to wear fucking pants. I think at these places that you two hang out at, I got to wear pants and all that stuff.
You're Pat McAfee. Wear whatever you want.
You're saying put these bad boys right to the test, huh? This guy swing with these.
He's turning those down. Let America see what they need to see.
You're right, JJ.
Golf courses love denim.
Yeah, they love jorts. Also, I mean, I'll have to wear black jorts, though, because the sweat that'll be coming out of my ass will be so disgusting. America doesn't need to see that. Let's talk about you, though, JJ. This isn't about me. Jesus. Okay? Arizona Cardinals team. Ever since that owner, the son of the late Bidwell that passed away, flew to your house in Wisconsin, landed on that lake, remember?
Yeah.
Like Matthew McConaughey in that one rom-com movie where he lands the plane on the water. This guy lands his plane on your frozen lake, picks you up, flies you down to Phoenix, Arizona. At that moment, I was like, God damn, this team is going all in, all in. It feels like that has been the case throughout your entire time there. A new seed, a new like pillar of the program. Does it feel like that inside there? Outside looking in, it feels like one of the best teams to be a part of right now in the entire NFL.
It's a great situation, man. I can't lie. I mean, we've got a great team. Obviously, we started out 7-0 last year. We had a great opportunity and unfortunately squandered it down the stretch. But we got a ton of talent, and we have a good mix of young guys and vets who can lead the way. Obviously, a very talented quarterback, and it's a good organization. I mean, Cliff is a player's head coach for sure. He runs the offense. Vance Joseph runs the defense. It's very similar early into my career when Gary Kubiak ran the offense and Wade Phillips ran the defense. I think it's great when you have two guys with that level of experience and knowledge. And they're putting pieces together. I mean, you look at what we've done. You add Hollywood and that offensive core. I mean, who the hell do you double team? I mean, you got Zach Ertz, you got Hollywood, you got Hawk when he gets back, you got Rondale Moore, you've got James Conner out of the backfield, and then you got to worry about Kyler running. Like, how do you stop that?
Hey, were you really? I know Vance Joseph, your D coordinator. You had some history with him in Houston, and I know Vance a little bit. And he years ago, all he did was talk you up how great you were. He was in Cincinnati when I was there as the DB coach. Was that a part of the reason why you decided to go out there?
No doubt. I love Vance. He's a great coach. He was with us in the early days. He runs a little bit of that Wade Phillips style 3-4. I think we're going to get even more aggressive with it here as we go, and I think comfort level being back in it in year two here is going to be great. And he was the head coach in Denver. Obviously didn't go the way he wanted it to, but I think he'll be a head coach again soon. He's built for it. He's got the right mindset, the mentality, and the knowledge base, and we're lucky to have him as our D coordinator.
I enjoy when you start stirring the pot with the internet. You know, I like the way you view sports media and the day-to-day sports conversations, especially, with the heat on Kyler, your selfie video of him working out going, but, when everybody was talking about him not being happy is a great piece of content, especially coming from you and with Kyler. Kyler's back in the building today, from what I've been told. You are not. Are you holding out right now? Whoa. And is it because Kyler came back? What the fuck, JJ?
It Ertz with the donuts. Kyler coming back. I mean, I'm not saying that there's problems, but there could be problems. Kyler was in the building yesterday. I saw that he was there. Our media guy came up to me and said, hey, Wednesday is our only open media session for OTAs. Will you speak afterwards? I said, you know what? I'm not even going to be there.
Oh, damn. I got my own media session, 5:45, Bleacher Report app. I got a press conference at home. How about it? So you're saying Kyler was there yesterday. Have you sensed at all that we talked to Steve Keim? Steve Keim was like, it's going to get worked out. Cliff Kingsbury, hey, this is business. It's going to get worked out. Bringing in Hollywood. The outside conversation seems to be a lot louder than it feels by anybody inside of it. And we get an accurate read with that. There's no thought about Kyler not being a Cardinal forever, right?
I mean, I definitely don't have that feeling. I mean, I think that how all this stuff goes. Like players, that this generally it always takes right up until the end of training camp this season. So nobody is fretting any of it because we all understand how it goes. I mean, my brother just did his deal last year. It took until the last week of the preseason. And, that's just the way that these things go. So none of us are worried about it. None of us are fretting, and I'm sure it'll all get worked out, and I look forward to having Kyler out there.
What do you think about Kyler? Your brother kicked his agents out of the way.
Yeah.
With one leg, kicked the agents out of the way. With the other leg, kicked the fucking door open. How much money you paying me? I want to sign it. I got to go work out.
Exactly.
This is a good deal.
Thank you, TJ.
That's what the Watts do.
What?
Get the hell out of the way, Suits. All right? How much they paying me? Too much. I need to work out.
That sounds like something you'll be doing here shortly, and it's you're up to something season. I feel like you're going to be kicking down the door saying, deal done. Let's go.
Well, maybe. There's a lot of details to figure out with a lot of different people right now, but we're figuring it out. We're getting there. I'm not great at reading, but it takes me some time.
Directly from Twitter, so I know that you are signing with Amazon. You're also signing with FanDuel. You're also signing. You're going to be doing 7 shows a weekend. It's going to be unbelievable.
No, listen. There's already too much of me. We need to figure out how to make less of me of that whole thing. But let's get back to you chatting about Kyler there. What type of person is he? Right? I think because that sounds like such a terrible question, but the Dan Patrick interview, right, from Super Bowl week before he was drafted, I think made a lot of people think like, oh, this guy is vastly different than any other quarterback maybe we've ever seen. But then we've kind of seen him with FaZe Clan and other people kind of open up and show his personality, and with how electrifying he is and how great he is at baseball potentially. What type of guy is he on day-to-day that we don't get to see? Because it feels like he's maybe one of the coolest dudes of all time and also the most athletic human that we've maybe ever seen.
He's unbelievably athletic. The guy does things that it's unbelievable. And you watch everybody try and chase him around out there, and I'm happy I don't have to do it. But he's a different quarterback. He knows that. He's not the traditional quarterback that you look at, either from a personality and media standpoint or from the way he plays the game. And I think that he knows that, and he's accepted it, and he embraces that, and he's going to do it his way. And that's what he's committed to, and that's the way that he's going to go about things. And obviously at the high school level and at the college level, he's been very successful with it. And now he's doing it at the NFL level, and he's going to be successful with it there as well.
Are he and Cliff tight? I know Cliff's even said, like, hey, I try to get Kyler to talk more, to speak more, I guess, because he does seem to be somewhat quiet, at least in front of the camera. But it seems like he and Cliff are on the same page with everything.
Yeah, they're very much on the same page. It's very clear that our offense is built around Kyler Murray's skill set, and we're adding pieces left and right to enhance that skill set. And obviously, you bring in a guy like Hollywood, who Kyler's known forever and who's best friends with, and everybody knows that that's what it takes to win in this league. Is you have to put the pieces around your quarterback to maximize their talents, and that's what Cliff is doing with Kyler.
Did you fly on a wheels up plane to wherever you are right now?
Oh, absolutely.
How was the experience? Pretty good?
Oh, fantastic. Wheels Up does an unbelievable job with their concierge customer service. They put a beautiful group there. I felt like McAfee on the way to WrestleMania.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll ever get treated like a wide.
But it was a fantastic feeling. Every weekend I see you on a plane somewhere, and then you're flying back, and you're floating above the plane as you go. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. There's quite altitude. There's some altitudes to the altitudes up there. 5:45 is when you can catch the pre-show that this man will be hosting on the Bleacher Report app. A couple of the boys have some questions for you, JJ. Is that all right?
Yeah. Let's go.
Are you napping before this? How are you storing energy?
I'm taking a nap right after this call. I'm pretty jacked about it. I won at the casino last night, so I'm just going to take a nap instead of giving it all back.
Let's go. That's smart. You're allowed to leave with chips. You're allowed to leave with money. A lot of people forget that.
Learning that slowly.
Yeah, even if you hit huge on one hand. I was planning on being here for 2-3 hours to drink some free drinks, but fuck it. There's a lot. All right, I'm out of here.
Yep.
I guess I'm going to go elsewhere. You're allowed to do that. People forget. Go ahead, Ty.
JJ, there's been a lot of talk about how the Pro Bowl stinks, and as a guy who's been there like 100 times, is there anything they can do to make it better for the players outside of canceling the game? And would you also tentatively commit to being in like a home run derby, a softball home run derby at said event?
Oh, what a question. What a great question.
Thank you.
Yes, I do believe that it can be enhanced and can be made very fun. I think that there's just so much on the line for guys with contracts and with everything that it's tough for the game to truly be competitive. But I believe it is, if you do it right and you make it right, the guys, love being a part of it. Like I remember my first ever Pro Bowl, Peyton Manning getting up and giving a speech, had the whole room dying laughing. And then you go down by the pool and everybody's hanging around the bar at the pool. You know, you're just shooting the breeze. You're talking with Adrian Peterson. You're talking with all these guys that you watch on TV and you've looked up to, and you're sharing stories. And it's access you never get because it's just the guys, and you can actually hang out with just the guys. So you don't want to lose that, and you want guys to want to go to the Pro Bowl. And I think, like you said, you do some sort of skills competition, you do a baseball home run derby, you toss like some other types of competitions in there. I mean, I remember watching Larry Allen throw up 225 for 750 reps on the bench press. You know, I mean, it was those types of things are cool, and I think that you can find a way to make it fun without having to put the guys at risk health-wise.
Hey, they mailed it in on the Pro Bowl. My first Pro Bowl was in Arizona. You remember that? They didn't rent out the whole fucking hotel. That was a very interesting decision. Like, I've worked my entire life. I watched it in Hawaii. I watched all the events. It looks like a great time. Everybody's having a blast. Get to Arizona after losing by 50 to fucking Patriots 2 days before that. Oh, yeah. The hotel is not reserved just for NFL folks. So J.J. Watts, the Luke Kuechlys, and Drew Breeses of the world are getting attacked by autograph hounds, basically. The lobby bar is not just NFL players. Although there was NFL, we're getting pretty fucked up there. There's a lot of people that were not NFL people there. And then we had to drive 2 hours into the desert for practice, 2 hours back, and they wanted us to pour concrete in the middle of a playground or something in the middle of the desert. I'm like, this is the Pro Bowl. This is the Pro Bowl. I've never been more confused in my entire life, JJ. I'm like, what? They mailed it in on.
Why did you have to come to those practices? Why did you even have to attend the practices?
There's zero time to punt a ball. There is zero place, and nobody out here knows who the hell you are anyways, but come on this bus for two. The bus was the best part. I mean, that was like, yeah, it was awesome. Chris Carter was in there. You were in there. Martellus Bennett was in there.
Telling stories that had me dying on the bus. And then he started talking about his video game company that he was creating and the production company with like the kids shows. And I was like, this guy is brilliant. This guy's got a lot going on up in that mind. And it is impressive. But yeah, those bus rides, man, those were the best.
It all happened, by the way, for Marty B. Like, he created a full anime. Everything he said, like, was happening. It was like, God damn, I feel like I got a front row seat to the brain there. But it was quite an experience, the Pro Bowl. I really thought they mailed it in. And, you know, it would be nice if they got that.
What do you want it to be?
Mostly what you said, but it has to be, and you can't say this because you're in it and you've been paid a lot of money and everything like that, so you would sound like a pretentious asshole if you're to say this. I think as a fan and we're in a thought shop here, a brainstorm, I think there should be actual prizes up for grabs. Like, if you offer up like $500,000 to the winner of something, and by the way, $500,000 to that person's charity or thought, like, you're going to get a lot more effort. You're going to get guys actually going in there, and as opposed to saying, well, I can't tweak a hamstring for $20,000 or $30,000, like $500,000, maybe you get a little bit more effort, a little bit more enthusiasm, plus the charity aspect of it. I think you can really do some shit.
I mean, back when my very first Pro Bowl, the game was actually still somewhat of a game. I mean, it was not anywhere near a true NFL game, but there was legitimate tackling and there was stuff going on. I mean, you watch that Sean Taylor video and you're like, those days are gone. Nobody's going to be decapitating anybody on the field anymore.
Well, except for Clay Matthews trying to block a punt.
There's got to be some middle ground there. I agree with you. And you want the guys to play. Like, you want the guys to want to play. I think that's another thing that's happened nowadays is so many guys are dropping out. You got the fifth, sixth alternate in the game, and they're putting on their Insta bio Pro Bowler, and you're like, all right, six alternate.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the people in the offseason that there's 100 people on the team. They're in the NFL, though, right now in their bio, you know, in a couple months. Are they going to take that off or not? I don't know, because they're probably going to be selling insurance. It's interesting times. But hey, whatever happens.
Taking it to the Instagram Reels and TikToks. The guy picked off the fourth stringer in practice, and it's all over Instagram like he's a Hall of Famer.
Still happening. I assume it's only growing. I mean, that is the Thursday All Pros or Friday All Pros are always, now they have access to public.
Yeah.
You know, getting a chance to kind of market that whole thing. It must be a different time. You've been in the league a long time now, JJ. Fucking long time. You've seen a lot of changes in the sport.
I was thinking about this morning. You know, I'm going into year 12, and I'm getting ready to call the match, and so I'm looking up the guys and everything. And Tom has been in the league for like 11 years more than I have. That is mind-boggling.
Aaron, too. Aaron's old. Like, nobody really talks about it because he's in great shape and he's playing great football. He's, what, 30?
Yeah, 38 this year, I think.
No end in sight, JJ. No end in sight for that guy if he wants to. Just he'll be able to throw the ball forever. How's your body feel? You feel good?
I feel great, man. Really, the Arizona weather has been unbelievable. I've been training down there all off season and in the heat on the natural grass. Buddy, our strength coach, has been doing an unbelievable job. The body really does feel great. It's been great. I've been enjoying it, and I'm really looking forward to working with the guys. I've been having a lot of fun, and I'm loving it.
Do you think Buddy was pissed off about the donut selection from Zach Ertz too? I mean, kind of fucked
No.
up that he did that to you.
No, he had no problem getting the exact donuts Buddy wanted. He had the exact ones Buddy wanted, and Zach Ertz sounded like he had never heard of a strawberry frosted donut in his life. He was mind blown that a pink frosted donut existed, and we haven't settled it yet. We haven't
You
settled.
shouldn't. Oh, listen, I was a Zach Ertz fan. He sounds like an uncultured swine.
Yeah.
Not even talking about a strawberry glazed donut.
I actually felt a little bit bad afterwards because the internet came pretty hard. I don't know if you're familiar with the internet, with your show and everything, but the internet can be a little psychotic, and people just roasted him. And I was like, all right, guys, he brought donuts to the facility. Let's call him.
No. I don't want to say that I tried to gaslight those particular comments.
A little bit.
I was firmly in your corner in this particular one. If somebody was to tell me, hey, donuts are coming tomorrow morning, and I don't know if you eat donuts on a regular basis, I would assume you don't, but you wake up going in there to work out, oh my God, I forgot, fucking good buddy Zach Ertz. Let's go. Bringing me donuts in this thing. I'm going to go push this thing, and then he opens, he says, everybody gets donuts but you, pal. I mean, fuck, what was that?
I changed my breakfast that morning based on the fact I was going to be having donuts at the facility.
Zach Ertz doesn't want to talk about that.
That's right.
He doesn't want it. We'll have him. I'll have him explain sometime. We'll have a follow-up Twitter, and he can explain himself. But he's one of the nicest humans on the planet, but he's on the list right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, who's the real Zach? You know, that's
True.
That's the thing we're all wondering. I guess time will tell. Connor, your question for JJ?
Yeah, JJ, we all love the quarterbacks, but is there any thought of doing a match with D linemen? Maybe even like the Watts versus the Boses, perhaps? You know, maybe a little family feud action.
Connor, here's what I want to do, and here's what I might toss it out there to Chuck today or to somebody today. We got these guys who are obviously good golfers. They're great athletes. They go out there, they play. Maybe they shank a shot here or there, but for the most part, they're playing pretty good golf. I want a match where we drink beer,
What?
play real golf.
What?
We are in the woods. We are on different fairways. We're playing as you. I don't know how good you are, Connor. I have no
Terrible.
idea. But if me and my brothers are going out to play and we're shooting a 110 and we're drinking beers, I want to watch that. And I want it to be mic'd up. I want to hear, I want the club slams. I want possibly a 56 degree thrown into a pond.
Yes.
I want the cussing and the trash talking. I want to watch that.
Yes. Are we doing that? You're going to have to fill like 5-6 hours tonight on air. You got nothing but time.
Oh, I'm tossing ideas out left and right. Tom has a $350 million media deal. Trust me, this is my
375. 375.
Whatever it is. Why does he need it? How much money does he need? What is he trying to do?
They're trying to buy a team, JJ. I think, honestly, hey, here's a real question. Okay, Peyton was holding court, like you said, at Pro Bowl. The Mannings are trying to get in ownership, from what it sounds like, alleged reports. Tom Brady's trying to get in ownership. Is JJ why? Is that the family getting in ownership? Is that why TJ kicked the agents out of the way? Excuse me. This is the amount we need to get on the right track to buy a goddamn fucking team. Ooh. I need to go sign this deal immediately. Is that what future thoughts are? Are you owning a team, JJ?
I mean, I'm not the one that's flying around with Irsay on his jet and that is constantly at the Colts. And, one of us does seem to be looking at ownership here. It's not the guy in the wheels up shirt.
Oh, you're talking about the guy in the tank top?
Guy in the tank top and the gold chain.
How cool would it be to fucking be an NFL owner, dude? That money's only going like this, JJ. You hear me? It's only going like this.
Irsay golfs right next the course right by my house down in Arizona. He is there all the time, and it doesn't look like a bad life.
Do you talk to him?
We literally just missed each other the last time that we were out. I was talking to one of his, I think it was his number 2. We were out there, but I just missed him. But his plan literally there all the time. Guy lives a good life.
Listen,
seems to do it right. Seems to do ownership properly.
Yes, he has a museum that travels around with him while he plays the guitar with other legendary musicians around places. You get into a combo with him, JJ, grab a chair, okay, and buckle up. There is about to be 2 to 3 hours of the most legendary stories that you've ever heard. And there are going to be metaphors and questions coming at you. Might be rhetorical, might want an answer. Gonna have to read. You know, I haven't always hit a home run in those particular situations. He'll set out a question. Yeah. Well, he does not want an answer. So it was a setup to the next one. I mean, he is worth a convo, JJ. Last question here. Go ahead, Tone Diggs.
JJ, I just want to thank you first for motivating TJ to try to get to those 3 defensive MVP awards. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. But also, why do you hate your brothers, and why didn't you go play with them last year?
Oh, Tone, that's a conversation for another day. Free agency in itself is a full-blown conversation for another day, and there's definitely stories from it that I will tell.
Oh, really? Like when you're retired and stuff?
At some point, there's some interesting things there, but
are you angling for $375 million from somebody right there?
I mean, you gotta look at what that situation was at the time too. TJ was up for a contract extension, and he hadn't gotten it there yet, and we were talking there, and I'm always going to want him to get taken care of. So it was just a situation of I want to see him getting taken care of, and also
he loves his brothers.
Good brother.
Wow. Your own 2 brothers can you take? I mean, really. I mean, I hang out with them like 50 to 100 days a year. We text and talk every single day. I mean, do we need to be in the locker room together? Really?
Oh, we would have liked it.
I think, Pittsburgh would have loved it. 3 wides. Let's go.
Line is solid. That defense is fun, man. I love watching the Steelers. I love what Mike T has done, and everything that TJ has told me about Mike T and the way that he does things seems like it is just everything you look for and hope for as a player. And obviously the Steelers organization is one of the best in history, and it seems like they do stuff first class the right way up there. And so it does look like a special place to be, and I'm lucky that both my brothers are there. They speak so glowingly about Mike T and that whole place.
I can barely hear what you're saying. My whole fucking thing just broke, but it's echoing off of this. You're sounding great. That's what I'm fucking with. I'm listening to you. My comment is, it is a glorious place. I apologize for this unprofessionalism. Go ahead, AJ, please. Jesus.
Last one from me. Can you give a pick tonight? Are you allowed to say who you think will win the match?
Minus 186 right now.
I have no clue if there are rules. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I'll take a pick. I'm going with Tom and Aaron. I think that they're going to win. I think from what I hear, I think Aaron is the best of the crew. I think Tom also he's got another, 180-yard hole out in his bag at some point just because he always does something spectacular on the course. I think Pat has played this course a ton. I played this course with Pat at the Justin Timberlake, Jimmy Fallon thing a couple weeks ago, and they were like, yeah, Pat's been out here like 15 times this year. It's unbelievable. So he knows the course well. Josh, I'm told, is dialed in from 150 yards in. Little erratic off the tee box. So I'm going with the older guys with the experience. That's who I think, and maybe I just got myself kicked off the broadcast. I don't know.
No, you can't. 5:45, the whole show starts on the Bleacher Report app with the last press conference that this man will be hosting before the 6:30 blast on True TV, TNT, and Headline News.
Ooh.
Can't wait to watch it, JJ. You're the best, buddy.
I appreciate you guys. I love it every time, and I hope to talk to you again soon.
Good luck on the nap, too. Because downstairs there's a casino calling. It's hard to take naps in Vegas.
Oh, no. Don't you dare. I'm going to nap it out.
In the basement, it's going, there's more money to win. That's what your pillow seems to say, too, as soon as you put your head down in that city.
Maybe just a little. Maybe just a little. I don't know. Maybe just a little.
Couple hands.
You're JJ Watt. You always win. Can't wait to watch you on the Bleacher Report app. Can't wait to watch the match tonight at 6:30. You're the man. Ladies and gentlemen, JJ Watt.
Yeah!
All right, so what the fuck with these things?
They busted?
Dude, I'm on the wrong channel. I got on the wrong
Different frequency.
I was listening to something else.
TC?
There was something else going on in my ear at one point during the whole thing. I mean, it's bouncing back and forth in the channels, the mic mode. I had no idea how to turn up this thing, so I was hearing, JJ partially. Sounds like the match is going to be awesome. He's going in there loaded.
He is.
He's going in there to...
Yeah.
Saul.
He sounds like he is prepared, like he is ready and has a lot of different ideas that he wants to throw out there. I wonder how much they're going to throw to it. Yeah, I'm just curious how it goes. I'm excited to watch that.
I can't wait. We'll get to the phones now on the other side of this break to wrap up this glorious Wednesday, June 1st. A celebration needs to happen, too, on the way back.
Oh.
Not only JJ Watt came back on the show. Appreciate you,
Yeah, he was great.
He is great. It's not OTAs today, though. Somebody's
Yeah.
talking about it.
Good point.
He's at a casino. And
Yeah, that is interesting.
Gambling.
anybody
And,
talking about that? Patrick Mahomes golfed there 15 times this offseason.
Yeah. Who
What's
the
that
hell
all
tipped
about?
this guy off?
Is he playing football?
Something to think about.
That's what media would do, though, there, with him saying that.
Yeah.
That would be a full headline.
yeah, he's 15 times.
Hearing that Patrick Mahomes has golfed 15 times on this course, is that good or bad news that Patrick Mahomes is focused on golf that much in this offseason?
I mean,
Not
I
good,
saw
geez.
one of my favorites before earlier. Derek Jeter is now on Twitter and Instagram. Was a bottom headline on one of those shows. It was awesome.
They're the best, dude. That's
Oh
what
my
Yeah,
gosh,
they
are you
made it.
I
serious?
swear to
They
God.
made it for 30 minutes. What are you talking
JJ loves doing this too to them. You know, JJ
Yeah, he will.
loves.
I think
yeah.
I think he'll get in there and create some conversation between the players.
12 years in the NFL, with your every doing basically being dissected, can potentially build up a little bit of a callus towards a specific group of journalists and media people. And he loves whenever he can get in there. So does Aaron.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And now two of them are going to be on open mics for 5 hours or so together. Let's go.
Yes,
the
please.
match at 6:30 or 6:45.